A millennia-old principle of Kabbalah that most people have never learned may explain why their prayers for prosperity are not being answered. Listen here with full attention. Most people pray for money the wrong way. They pray with desperation. They pray with generic words. They pray without understanding that in the Jewish tradition there is a structure, a spiritual formula, that transforms a 1-minute prayer into something more powerful than an hour of disordered supplications. The rabbis taught that effective prayer is not measured by time. It is measured by kavana, by concentrated intention. And when the kavana is correct, 1 minute is enough. There is a short prayer, so short that it fits in 60 seconds, that combines 3 elements that Kabbalah identifies as essential to activate the channel of Parnassa: recognition, gratitude, and declaration of trust. And today I will teach you each word. Let me tell you a parable I heard in my family. My great-uncle Shimon, who arrived in Brazil around 1955 from Morocco, was a man of few words. But the words he spoke carried weight. Every day, without exception, upon waking, he would stand by the bed for exactly 1 minute. He would pronounce specific words in Hebrew, always the same ones, and then start his day. When asked what he said, he replied, "I tell the Creator that I know who He is. I thank Him for what He has given me, and I declare that I trust in what is to come. I don't need more. He already knows what I need." If this theme resonates with you, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments, how long does your daily prayer last? Be honest. In this video you will discover 3 things. First, why short prayers with kavana are more powerful than long prayers without focus, according to Kabbalistic tradition. Second, the 3 mandatory elements of an effective prayer in Jewish tradition. Third, the 1-minute prayer complete, word by word, for you to start practicing today. Let's go to the beginning. The Talmud teaches that the prayer of Hannah, the mother of Samuel, is the model of all effective prayer. And what did Hannah do? She spoke softly. She spoke from the heart. She spoke with specificity. She did not shout. She did not spend hours repeating. She connected with precision and intensity. In Kabbalah, prayer works like an arrow, chetz. An arrow needs 3 things: direction, tension, and release. The direction is recognition, knowing to whom you are speaking. The tension is gratitude, the emotional energy that carries the arrow. And the release is the declaration of trust, the act of launching and trusting that it will reach the target. The concept of tefillah ketzarah, brief prayer, is legitimate in Jewish tradition. The Talmud mentions that in moments of danger, a prayer of few words was sufficient. Not because the danger reduced the time, but because urgency concentrated the kavana, and this concentration is the secret. Now let's go to the 3 mandatory elements. Element 1, hakara, recognition, recognizing who the Eternal is, not as an abstract concept, but as a real presence. Tradition teaches that before asking for anything, declare who He is. This is not to inform God about Himself. It is to align your consciousness with the level of whom you are speaking to. Element 2, hodah, gratitude, thanking for what you have already received. In Kabbalah, gratitude functions as a kli, a vessel, that creates space to receive more. Without gratitude, the vessel is full of complaints, and a full vessel does not receive. Element 3, bitachon, declaration of active trust, not passive hope, active trust. The difference in Jewish tradition is crucial. Hope is, maybe it will happen. Bitachon is, I know that the Eternal takes care of me, regardless of how the situation seems right now. Shmar lahoki, now the complete prayer, 60 seconds, pay attention, stop, stand up, close your eyes, and say, Ribono shel olam, Lord of the universe, you are God. You are the source of all abundance. All shefa comes from you. Modeh ani lefanecha, I thank you before you. I thank you for the life you gave me today. I thank you for the sustenance of yesterday. I thank you for the air, for health, for the opportunity to be here. Hashlechi al Adonai Yehavecha, vehu yechalkalecha. I cast my worries upon you, for you sustain me. I trust that my parnassa is in your hands. I trust that what I need is already on its way. I trust that where my eyes do not see, your hands are already at work. May it be your will. Amen. Ready. 1 minute. 3 elements. Recognition, gratitude, trust. Imagine someone like Patricia, a retired teacher living on a tight income, always anxious about the future. When she started to say this prayer daily, 1 minute every day, what changed first was the anxiety. It did not disappear completely, but it decreased significantly. And with less anxiety came more clarity. With more clarity, better decisions. It's a virtuous cycle that starts with 60 seconds of focused intention. The Jewish tradition has a millennia-long relationship with prayer and prosperity. If you want to delve deeper, the material is in the description. Now the practice. How to incorporate the 1-minute prayer. Step 1. Choose a fixed time. Upon waking is ideal, but any moment works, as long as it's the same every day. Step 2. Stand up. The Amidah, the main Jewish prayer, is recited standing. Standing represents readiness to receive. Step 3. Recite the complete prayer. If you can't memorize it at first, read it. But the goal is to memorize it in 7 days so that the words come from the heart, not from the paper. Step 4. After the Amen, remain silent for another 10 seconds. This silence is the Selah, the space for absorption. Let the words settle. Do this for 40 consecutive days. If you skip a day, start over from day 1. Tradition teaches that 40 days without interruption is what generates real transformation. What this practice cultivates: daily reconnection with the source. Each prayer is a seed. Each day is a link in the chain. After 40 days, the chain is strong enough to sustain visible changes. If you practice, come back here and share. Let's recap. First, effective prayer is not measured by time, but by kavanah. Second, 3 elements: hakara, hodah, bitachon. Third, 60 seconds, standing, same time, 40 days. My blessing for you. It is written that the Eternal is near to all who call upon him in truth. It is stated that before they call, he answers. And it is promised that those who trust in the Eternal will be surrounded by goodness. I declare over you that your 1-minute prayer carries the weight of 1,000 words, that each second is a channel of Shefa, and that the Eternal hears not only what your mouth says, but what your heart feels. Ken Yehi Ratzon. It is declared. It is done. Amen. If this teaching was useful, leave a like, subscribe, share. In the next video, I will reveal a ritual with salt and wallet that Jewish tradition has practiced for centuries. I'll see you there. Shalom Aleichem. See you in the next study.